What up, Sky? How you doing?
Y'all done broke Angel Reese back. Angel Reese back is injured. Okay, that's why she's not in tonight's game. Her back is damn near broke because Jeff and Tyler refused to get her help. We done finally got this woman, Marquisha Davis, in the game. Even though she was missing last game, I'm like, where's Marquisha? She finally made it to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. And she gave us nothing. Played for 10 plus minutes, gave us only 2 points. Without Angel Reese on that floor, we have no leaders. We have no true leadership. Pitiful. Pitiful is the only word that I can use to describe tonight's game, when ultimately the Chicago Sky got defeated by the Seattle Storm by a 38-point loss. I'm not sure if that's our worst played game. Again, like just last Wednesday, we got beat really bad by the Atlanta Dream when Angel Reese, of course, she was also missing from that game, okay? Angel Reese was sat out in tonight's game due to an injury, a back injury, okay? That's very serious. At 23, they have back problems, okay? I'm still in the Air Force. I'm only 30, and I ain't gonna let my back, my neck, my shoulders, my neck, my back, it all be hurting, okay? So, of course, she has to, take time to heal and get that corrected and see if she can seek treatment for that. But, of course, we saw Ariel Atkins. Of course, she's still out due to, I believe, I forgot what, I think it's like a leg injury. And then Michaela Amue, she has a knee injury. So those are three, pretty good players. Maybe minus Michaela Amue. She's, very hit or miss. But even in all three of those women's absences, it was no reason for us to get did like this, okay? Now, of course, Angel Reese is naturally the captain of the team. It's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You can be mad, you can get upset, you can be glad with it, but let's be real. Angel Reese, the Chicago Sky belongs to Angel Reese. Angel Reese is the leader of the Chicago Sky, and when she is not on that floor, the veterans, I'm not talking about the rookies, okay? Even though, again, as a rookie, you can also take, ownership. You can take accountability. You can take that leadership role. Haley Van Lith, Maddie Westbeld. Not saying that they didn't do that, but let's be honest. In tonight's game, it's not just in tonight's game. In any game, they just don't. They just refuse. But more so, I'm looking at the veterans. Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen, and Rachel Bannum. It's like either they're just not trying to fulfill that leadership role when Angel Reese is absent, or they just don't know how. They don't know when. They're not it just doesn't, translate on that court. Because when Angel Reese is on that floor, the whole energy shifts. You just know that she's one of those ones. She is the leader of that team, the captain of that ship. Because when she's in the game, you can see it, you can feel it, it's very palpable, it's very tangible. And when she's absent from the court, you can see it, you can feel it, it's very palpable, it's very tangible. This game concluded with the Chicago Sky losing with only 57 points, guys. It took us, I think, half of the fourth quarter just to get to 50 points. Absolutely ridiculous. Whereas the Seattle Storm, they won with 95 points. They almost made it to 100 points, okay? Now, granted, they had Skylar Diggins back, okay? Skylar Diggins Smith, okay? I'm sorry, not Skylar Diggins Smith. I keep wanting to say that, her old married name. Skylar Digging Graves, rather, okay? She was digging graves. She was not to be played with. And also in the crowd, I saw, some photos floating around on Twitter. She actually brought her kids with her. If you guys don't know, Skylar Diggins has a son and a daughter. They look so cute. But let's break down these quarters. Now, in the first quarter, Seattle Storm scored 26 points. We scored 18 points. It started off very rough for us. I'm not even going to, beat around the bush. It was rough, but I'm like, okay, 18 points to 26. We're just down by 8 points, Clearly, we're not going to win this game. We're just not. Again, our leader, our captain of the ship is just not on the floor, okay? Being Angel Reese. But I'm like, let's just not get beat so bad. But it got worse. The second quarter comes around. The Storm, it was bad for both sides. I ain't gonna lie. The Storm scored 13 points, weak, but we only scored 8 points. We only scored, listen to me, the first quarter was our only good quarter. That wasn't even a good quarter. That was the best we could do, scoring-wise, okay? The third quarter comes around. This one, it really went to hell. Seattle scored 31 points. We were only able to score 17 points in the third quarter compared to the 31 points. Now, the fourth and final quarter comes around. The Storm scores 25 points. We only scored 14 points. Now, we're going to talk more about Angel Reese and this back injury, but let me just break down the individual player statistics. Now, for the Seattle Storm, they are the winners. I'm going to just talk about them first. And, of course, my Chicago Sky, they lost, and I need to literally break down, what is wrong with us. Let's just start with the winners for the Storm. Gabby Williams put up 10 points. She had 7 assists and 4 rebounds. Ezzie McMcGraw had 9 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Nneka Ogwumike, the president, had 10 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Skylar Diggins, okay, a.k.a. Skylar Diggins Graves. She had 21 points. She was the leading scorer of her team tonight. I'm sure she was the leading scorer of both teams tonight. She put up 21 points, had 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Erica Wheeler had 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. I ain't gonna lie, I just gotta put in this tidbit. Erica was cooking Haley Van Lith. Ain't nothing, again, it wasn't nothing much that Haley could do with Erica. It just was what it was. Alicia Clark put up 4 points, had 3 assists, 4 rebounds. I ain't even gonna bring up Tiffany. Y'all want to hear Tiffany? She played for 18 minutes, guys. Now again, Tiffany Mitchell, guys. Dawn Staley calls her first newborn. She just got cut from the Las Vegas Aces, got bounced around to the Seattle Storm. She played for 18 minutes. She had 0.0 assists, 1 rebound. I really want to see Tiffany get it together. Like the guards from Dawn Staley, such as Zaya Cook. Who else? It's somebody else that be kind of low-key struggling in the W. I wish that her guards would get it together. Dominique Malonga had 14 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds. Lexi Brown had 12 points, 2 assists, 0 rebounds. And Zaya Cook, again, that's the other struggle one. Again, shout out to her. She's from Toledo, Ohio. Okay, my Buckeye girl. She put up 2 points, had 1 assist, and 1 rebound. Chicago Sky was on the struggle bus, guys. Again, let's just start from the top. Elizabeth Williams, she had 11 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Camila Cardoso, she had a double-double. She had a double-double. She was the leading scorer and rebounder in tonight's game. So she did try her best, even though they put like 2 fouls on her like the first, second quarter for some BS. Tired of it, man. She had, in tonight's game, 13 points, 0 assists, 13 rebounds. Kia Nurse had 5 points, 0 assists, 7 rebounds. Rachel Banham had 13 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. She did pretty good. Again, at least Camila Cardoso and Rachel Banham was tied evenly with 13 points. Rebecca Allen, who's like a 7-year vet. She's like, 29, 30 my age. She played for 29 minutes, she played for 22 minutes. She only put up 2 points, had 3 assists and 1 rebound. Rebecca Allen, please. I'm pretty sure, because, we're just goofy like that. She's probably on a freaking protected contract, and we can't get rid of her. Ridiculous. Maddie Westbrook had 3 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, played for 25 minutes. But I guess you can say, Maddie is a rookie. She's still trying to, find her footing, but that's still ridiculous. Again, these are the weakest links. Haley Van Lith, she tried. She tried her best. She played for 23 minutes. She put up 8 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebounds for us. Marquisha Davis, who we just hired. In the last game when we got defeated by Minnesota Lynx the other day, I said, where is Marquisha? Well, Marquisha made it to Chicago, and this is what she had for us, okay? She played for a total of 13 minutes. She only put up 2 points, had 0 assists, and 1 rebound. Mariah Jefferson played for 1 minute. She gave us 0, 0, 0. Just ridiculous. There is no other team that is competing like this, even the Connecticut Sun. Now, I believe we may have more wins over the Dallas Wings, but I believe that the Dallas Wings still have a little bit of edge over us, even though every time we matched up with them, miraculously, we would always beat them. Now, don't quote me on this, okay? Because, look, I'm just here to, explain what could possibly be going on. I was, shocked, and I was like, okay, Angel Reese is experiencing an injury. But when they said it was her back, I'm like, when did this happen? When did she, injure her back? The girls on Twitter is saying, I ain't gonna post it on here or nothing. Just type in it on Twitter, right? Just type in Angel Reese back injury, Tyler Marsh. A girl and some girls on Twitter are saying that at the last game, when it was the Chicago Sky versus the Minnesota Lynx, when Angel Reese played in that game, Angel Reese requested to Tyler Marsh, her coach, our head coach of the Chicago Sky, that she's like, I'm experiencing pain. I need to be set out. I need to be subbed out. And he refused to allow Angel to get that break. And again, this is all alleged. I ain't trying to get sued or whatever. But it's like, half of me can see that possibly happen. I'm not sure if they're telling the truth, but the girls are saying they were right there in the stands. They were near, and you saw her pleading her case with him, saying she's in pain, she needs to be subbed out, and he denied her. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't feel like Tyler Marsh would do that. Why would he risk injuring his one of his top elite players on the team in a matchup with the Minnesota Lynx of all people? I just don't see that happening. But again, anything is possible at this point, right? And I just hope that Angel Reese gets better. Again, this back injury is just so odd. You could see her in the stand. She was there, of course, trying to support her team in, regular street clothes. But she had that back brace on again. She's only 23 years of age, okay? But again, that's just a little tea. They're talking about, how, the little backstory of how she injured her back. And, she was already in pain in the previous game, and he just denied her request to get subbed out. Overall, when Angel Reese is not on the court, when she's out due to injury or whatever, it exposes the Chicago Sky and it exposes our coaching staff. Camila Cardoso and Rachel Banham, when Angel Reese is not around, I expect Camila Cardoso to step up. That's my number one. If Angel Reese is not on the floor, when I look for on that court for us, I'm like, when I'm looking for a leader for leadership, I want to look at Camila Cardoso, and in tonight's game against, she gave us 13 points. She tied with Rachel Bannum, but I shouldn't be just looking at Camila Cardoso. I really want to look at Rebecca Allen. I really want to be able to lean on and trust and depend on Kia Nurse, but we can't. Also with Rachel Bannum, Haley Van Liff, she just be struggling. Maddie Westbeld is literally just not there. She only gave us 2 points tonight after playing 22 minutes. Again, when Angel Reese is not on the floor, the whole energy shifts. The paradigm changes because she is the leader and captain of this team. But it's like it shouldn't be that way, and it literally goes into the reasoning of why her back is literally injured. She's literally carrying this the ship, being the captain of the ship. She's carrying this whole team on her back, and it's like it shouldn't be that way. She needs help. Angel Reese needs to get help. It's just ridiculous how we just crumble like a cookie in a glass of warm milk when she's not on that floor. Tyler Marsh and Jeff need to get it together, okay? Because y'all done brung this Marquisha Davis girl in. She done played 10 plus minutes and gave us what? Let me see. Hold up. I got it here. 2 points. What was the point of getting Marquisha? This is ridiculous.